A perfect on-time start on day number 3. Women's 400 IM Heat 1 in the water. Maddie Wagner of the Jersey Wahoos in 3. Summer Cardwell of the University of Louisville in 4. And Audrey Daravo of the Jersey Wahoos is in lane 5. Halfway through this heat number 1, lane 5, Audrey Daravo with the lead, 2:17.44 at the 200-meter mark, about a 2.5-second lead over Summer Cardwell in lane 4. Now in the lead, Maddie Wagner in lane number 3, splitting a 42.1 and a 43.0 on the breaststroke. Passing Cardwell and Daravo. And as we wrap up Heat 1, touching the wall first is Audrey Daravo's 4:53.45, a 4:53.66 for Maddie Wagner. The results of Heat 1 are unofficial, pending video review. Results for Heat 1 are now official. Heat 2. Heat 2 of 7 of the women's 400 individual medley underway. Paige Kawada out of the University of Louisville in lane 1. Anna Ault of University of Florida in 2. Caroline Bricker of Pikes Peak Athletics in lane 3. Samantha Tatter of Alto Swim Club in 4. Rayulette, also University of Louisville, in 5. Catherine Helms, Wolfpack Elite in 6. And Krista Marlin of the Suburban Seahawks Club is in lane 7. After the butterfly leg, Caroline Bricker in lane 3 leads with a 104.13 butterfly leg. 104.6 for Samantha Tatter in 2nd, and Rayulette of Louisville is in 3rd with a 105.1. Halfway mark, second heat on the women's 400 IM. Caroline Bricker is leading. 38.6, 37.2 on the backstroke leg for a 115.9. Rayulette, she's in 2nd and now 3rd, making a move from 7th to 3rd was Krista Marlin in lane number 7. Breaststroke leg all wrapped up. Bricker's still in the lead. Samantha Tatter moving from 4th to 2nd on the breaststroke leg to pull within 0.2 of a second. But Bricker has led from the start. Will she lead at the finish? About 75 meters of freestyle to find out.
Hey man, it's like right here, good? Sorry, thank you.
At the touch, it's Caroline Bricker. Fell to second for just a moment at the final turn, but took the lead back over to touch at a 4:48.63, posting our top time of the morning through 2 heats. Samantha Tatters 4:48.87, second overall through 2 heats, and third place in the heat of 4:51.84. Anna Auld from the University of Florida. Heat 3. Swimming in Heat 3 in lane 1, Kira Summerstad of the Ohio State University. Emily Thompson, Greater Somerset, New Jersey, in 2. Lainey Mullins, Suburban Seahawks, in 3. Jessica Eden of Ohio State in 4. Catherine Adams, Tualatin Hills, in 5. Campbell Stoll of Elmbrook Swim Club in 6. Hannah Shimizu Bowers of Badger Swim Club is in lane 7. And Asia Kozet of Mission Viejo is in lane 8. At the halfway mark, it was Summerstad in lane 1 who was leading the way, leveraging a strong backstroke leg, splitting a 1:13.1 on the 100, 36.3, 36.8. She still leads after the breaststroke first 50, but the lead has shrunk just slightly down to 0.7 of a second ahead of Jessica Eden, her Buckeye teammate, who's in lane 4. So it's a pair of Buckeyes leading. You got lane 2, Emily Thompson, who looks like she's charging, as well as Asia Kozet of Mission Viejo, who's in lane 8. We're all spread out here in heat number 3 of the women's 400 individual medley. The edge heading into the freestyle leg. Looks like it belongs to Eden, who's in lane 4. And at the final stroke exchange, that is the case. Eden in the lead, Sommerstad in second, Kozin in third. 100 meters of freestyle until the end of this heat 3. Top times of 4:48.63, owned by Pikes Peak Athletics. Caroline Bricker turned in the second heat. $33.9 on that first 50 for Jessica Eden. Only outsplit by Lainey Mullins, who went a 32.8 on that first 50, but she would need an absolute mind-blowing final 50 to track down Eden, as everybody is about a body length behind Jessica Eden, who will win the heat with a 4:51.18. Second place is a 4:52.28. Emily Thompson with a strong freestyle leg, 32.3 on that final 50. And Kira Sommerstad finishes in third with a 4:52.33. Heat 4. Heat 4 of 7, women's 400 IM underway. Haley McDonald, Lakeside Swim Team in 1. Abby O'Sullivan of Mission Viejo in 2. Maya Abruzzo of Plymouth White Marsh Aquatics in 3. Alexa McDevitt of Bellevue Club Swim Team in lane 4. Alexis Yeager, Tennessee Aquatics in 5. Emily Brown of Dublin Community Swim Team in 6. Gracie Wyan of the Sarasota Sharks is in 7. And Abby Hay rounds us out in lane 8 for the University of Louisville. Emily Brown of Dublin Community Swim Team, 16-year-old, out on a 1:02.65 on the opening 100 meters. She leads Abby Hay, who's in lane 8. Hay a 1:04.06, Brown a 1:02.65 on that first butterfly leg. Abruzzo in lane 3, out on a 1:04.55, good for third so far. .200 meters down, backstroke leg works to Haley McDonald's benefit as she goes 36.3, 36.0 to split a 1:12.40. Taking the lead over from Emily Brown. Brown still in second, only 9/10 of a second behind Haley McDonald. McDonald moved from 4th to 1st on that backstroke leg. We go to the breaststroke now here in heat number 4. Breaststroke leg can change a lot of things, and almost everybody made some moves on that first 50 of the breaststroke leg. Check out lane 8, Abby Hay, who might jump from 4th to 1st on the second 50. That is the case. She goes a 40.6 on the second 50 of the breaststroke leg to take over the lead. McDonald now in second, Abruzzo in third. 100 freestyle. Tightly bunched field here. Everybody is definitely within striking distance of your leader, Abby Hay, who's in lane 8. Hay comes in seated with a 4:49.82. Top time in the morning so far, a 4:48.63. Caroline Bricker from heat 2 with that top time. 34.1 for Abby Hay. Her lead down to a half of a second. McDonald in 1, Abruzzo in 3. But it really has just become McDonald and Hay, who had about 1.5 to 2 seconds of a lead on the rest of the field. Abby Hay trying to find that final gear and get into the wall with the heat win. She does just that, a 4:48.82. Good for our second fastest time of the morning. Haley McDonald's 4:48.97, our 4th fastest of the morning. And the results of heat 4 are unofficial, pending video review. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a disqualification to report in event 15, heat 4, lane 4 for butterfly kick during the swim on the breaststroke leg. Heat 4 is still under video review. Heat 4 results are now official. Heat 5. Heat number 5 underway. Carly Crock, Alamo Area Aquatics in lane 1. Reese Tiltman of Elmbrook Swim Club in 2. Camden Dunn, King Aquatic Club in 3. Hannah Bellard of Club Wolverine in lane 4. Hannah Ombe, Auburn University in 5. Katie McCarthy of Adina Swim Club in 6. Sophia Plaza of Swim Mac in 7. And Campbell Chase of Core Swimming in lane 8. Leading after butterfly is Bellard in lane number 4. The 18-year-old from Club Wolverine out in a 103.27. 103.50 for Kronk, who's in lane 1 from Alamo Area Aquatic. She was out in a 103.50, so only a quarter of a second separating our top 2 swimmers after the butterfly leg. Katie McCarthy within a half a second, down in a 103.80. Bellard fell to second for just a moment, but she took the lead back over after the backstroke leg. Katie McCarthy with a strong backstroke leg is now in second, but it's Camden Doan after 50 meters of breaststroke that jumps into the lead. 42.25 for her. Watch out for Sophia Plaza, who split a 40.7 on the opening 50 meters of the breaststroke leg. She made up almost 2.5 seconds of the gap that she had behind your leader, Camden Doan. Can she make up even more ground as we wrap up the breaststroke leg? This whole field seems to be tightening up just ever so slightly here on the breaststroke. Lane 8, Campbell Chase, of course, swimming, has the edge heading into the freestyle leg. She touches at a 3:42.39, 41.1, 42.0 on the breaststroke leg. Camden Doan in second, Ombe in third. 40.7, 40.9 for Plaza on the breaststroke leg, fastest 100 split. Caroline Bricker still at the top time of the morning so far. That was all the way back in heat number 2. That time a 4:48.63. And it looks like it may survive yet another heat of the 400 IMs as our top time. Plaza now in the lead, 33.5 on that opening 50 meters of the freestyle leg. 33.4 for Hannah Bellard making moves. This whole field is within about 2 to 2.5 seconds of each other. Definitely the closest race we've had so far this morning, right before our circle seated heats begin. Here we go at the touch, and it's going to be Plaza with the touch, 4:49.51. McCarthy with second, 4:49.61, and a 4:49.90 for Camden Doan, finishing in third. The results for Heat 5 are unofficial, pending video review. The results of Heat 5 are now official. Heat 6. Heat number 6, first of our circle-seated heats. Lila Barknar of Team Greenville in 1. Lucy Bell of Alto Swim Club in 2. Kayla Hahn of La Mirada Armada in 3. Emma Wyant of the University of University of Florida rather, is in lane 4. Alex Walsh of Nashville Aquatic Club is in 5. Sarasota Shark Michaela Mattis in 7. And Eleanor Sun of Nations Capital Swim Club is in lane 8. Walsh out quick, 28.75 on the opening 50 meters. Nashville Aquatic Club 21-year-old seated with a 4:42.15. She touches at a 1:01.63. She's got a 2-second lead on Emma Wyant, who's in second. And a reminder, Wyant, bronze medalist in this event at World Champs last year. The 6th fastest woman in American history in the 400 IM. But right now she's giving chase to Alex Walsh. Walsh 36.4 on the first 50 of the backstroke leg. Emma Wyant with a slightly faster 36.3. Lila Barknar in lane 1, 34.9 on the opening 50 of the backstroke leg, making up some serious ground, moving from 6th to 3rd in just 50 meters of the backstroke. Walsh continues to lead. Barknar's going to move into second. To the breaststroke leg we go. It's Walsh in the lead by about 1.5 seconds. Barknar in second, Wyant in third. Wyant about 2 seconds behind Walsh. Walsh's best time in the 400 IM. That's seed 4:42.14 actually. She's seeded with a 4:42.15. And right now she is wildly in front of her PR pace. Wyant moving up into second, but everybody's chasing Alex Walsh, who's flying, already having a great meet, looking to make it even better here on day number 3. The incredible dexterity. Into the freestyle we go. Walsh continues to be about 5 seconds ahead of her personal best pace right now. 4:42.14 is her best time. And if she can hold that pace, she may find herself as one of the top 25 performers in American history. Certainly on pace to set our top time of the morning. She's still got to worry about holding off any charges from the World Championship bronze medalist Emma Wyant. Wyant runner-up in this event at International Teams Trials in Greensboro a year ago. Wyant a 32.4. She's only 1.5 seconds behind Walsh at that final turn and continuing to reel her in. Walsh still well under her PR pace, but she's having to fend a huge charge here down the stretch from Emma Wyant. What a great race this has turned into. Alex Walsh leads from start to finish, goes a staggering best time of 4:37.84 and posts our new top time of the morning. Emma Wyant a 4:38.08, good for second so far this morning, and Barknar in lane number 1 with a 4:43.28, dropping 2.5 seconds plus off of her seed and personal best to finish in third Results of heat number 6 are unofficial, pending video review. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a disqualification to report in event 15, heat 6 on lane 4 for butterfly kick during the swim on breaststroke. Results for heat 6 are still under video review. The results for heat 6 are now official. Thank you for your patience. Heat 7. Seventh and final heat of the women's 400 individual medley in the water. Zoe Dixon, University of Florida in 1. Justina Cousin of Trojan Swim Club in 2. Megan Van Berkum, University of Minnesota in 3. Katie Grimes, Sandpipers of Nevada in 4. Leah Hayes of Fox Valley in lane 5. Chloe Kim, Scarlet Aquatics in lane 6. Avery Clamfith of Swim Mac in 7. And Grace Shebley of Wolfpack Elite in lane 8. The leads in 5. It's Leah Hayes 29-0. On the opening 50 meters, she's followed closely by Katie Grimes with a 29-1. Grimes, the silver medalist in the 400 IM a year ago. Fourth fastest woman in American history is Katie Grimes. She's actually turned in the 3rd fastest time in the world so far this year. Swam that at the Fran Crippen Invitational back in April, 4:31.81, which is her seed time. Now she is your leader. 1:02.16 on the butterfly leg. To backstroke we go. Hayes in 2nd. Van Berkum in 3rd. She was a 1:03.3 on the opening butterfly. Grimes continues to lead 34.5, one of the fastest backstroke splits we've seen all morning. Bognar of heat number 6, the 16-year-old at Team Greenville, really the only person to outsplit Grimes so far this morning. Grimes continues to look cool, calm, and collected as she turns 34.3 on the second, 52.11 for Katie Grimes. Like I said, her personal best came at the Fran Crippen meet out at Mission Viejo, 4:31.81. And right now, she's a little bit off of that pace, but still well on her way to cementing a spot in that A final later this evening. Leah Hayes in lane 5, trailed by about 3.5 seconds after the backstroke impressive splits that Grimes put together. .42.6 for Grimes, 40.2 for Hayes on the first 50 of the breaststroke. And you can also see lane number 1, Zoe Dixon sneaking up on our 2 leaders, Grimes and Hayes. Dixon a 41.1. But Hayes has taken the lead after the breaststroke leg. She's going to have to hold on tight. Grimes, a distance freestyle powerhouse, will definitely have something to say on this final 100 meters. 2 ladies Grimes, the 4th fastest woman in American history. Hayes, a top 25 all-time performer in the 17-18 NAG rankings, 4:39.58, her personal best. Grimes takes the lead back over, but Hayes is not really going anywhere. 1/4 of a second separates the 2 of them. Zoe Dixon continues to sit in 3rd place with 50 meters remaining. Last 400 IM for the women's event, and then we're going to see who made it into those A, B, and C finals. Grimes has got 15 meters to go. Top time, Alex Walsh's 4:37.84. She's not going to beat that, but she is going to post an impressive 4:39.71, a 4:40.91 for Leah Hayes, just off of her personal best. A great prelim swim for her, and then 3rd place with an impressive 30.4 on the final 50 meters, Justina Kozin with a 4:43.80. The results for Heat 7 are under video review. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a disqualification to report in event 15, heat 7, lane 6 for butterfly kick during the swim on breaststroke and not toward the breast after turn number 4. Results for heat 7 are official, which takes us to our A final. There it is on the board, 4:45.95 to make it back. Alex Walsh, Katie Grimes, Leah Hayes, Lila Bognar, Justina Kozin, Lucy Bell, Zoe Dixon, and Kayla Hahn, all in your championship final. B final on the board, 4:49.61 to 4:46.39. Van Berkem, Bricker, Hay, Tatter, McDonald, Shempley, Plaza, and McCarthy. Take a look now with me at the C final, a tie there for 23rd, 4:51.63. Doan, Bellard, Wyatt, Eden, Onbe, Abruzzo, Yeager, and Son, all earning second swims. We'll have the D final for you in just a few moments. We head now to Michael Porpat, the men's announcer, for our next event.
All right, swim fans, thank you, Kevin. We are ready for the men's 400-meter individual medley. We've got 8 heats to be contested. Ladies and gentlemen, how about we send some energy to these guys? They've been waiting. Heat 1 behind the blocks. Heat 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, an update there for your D finalists in the women's 400 IM. Making the D final, Campbell Chase, Emily Thompson, Emily Brown, Carly Cronk, Campbell Stoll, Audrey Derivo, Lainey Mullins, and Asia Kozin. Those are your D finalists in the women's 400 IM. Thank you.
Swimming in our first of 8 heats for the men's 4IM, and 1 from Fort Collins area swim team, Jake Eccleston. 2, Georgia Tech swimming, Niels Bognar. 3, Ohio State University, Owen Conley. 4, Mason Manorays, Gibson Holmes. 5, Ohio State University, William Bansberg. 6, South Shore Sales, Tony Larito. 7, Gwinnett Aquatics, Baylor Stanton. 8, Tampa Bay Aquatic Club, Andrew Taylor. It was Larito in lane 6 for the South Shore Sales. The 16-year-old led through the butterfly with a 59.38 split. Holding form on the backstroke, splitting 33.8 on each of the 50s of the backstroke, but giving up the lead to Baylor Stanton in lane 7. Stanton, the 15-year-old from Gwinnett Aquatics. Short course yard entry times across the field here, 3:45s and 3:46s. Stanton, Larito, and now third is lane 5, William Bansberg of Ohio State University. Working through the freestyle to the final turn here in this first heat. It's Baylor Stanton, your leader. Lane 7 out in the 31.7, 31.1 from Andrew Taylor in lane 8, the 18-year-old from Tampa Bay Aquatic Club. Trying to make up some ground here in the final 50 meters. Tony Laurito in second, Bansberg in third. As you look at the all-time rankings for the 15-16 age group, it takes a sub 4:30, 4:27 will get you into the top 100 all-time. As these two youngsters here in 6 and 7 charging to the finish, and heat 1 will go to lane 6. Tony Laurito with a 4:26.38. That'll put him squarely into the top 80 all-time in the 15-16 age group, and right behind him, Baylor Stanton, 4:26.46. Third, Williams Bansberg at 4:27.77 with heat 1 results pending and under video review. There's a disqualification from our first heat. Lane 5 has been disqualified for alternating kick during the breaststroke leg. Heat 2. Heat 2, Lane 1, Kentucky Aquatics, Ryan Marani. 2, Utah Aquatics, Brandon Miller. 3, Carmel Swim Club, Greg Enoch. 4, Notre Dame, Sean Fakish. 5, Wisconsin, Zach Ward. 6, Florida, Peter Bretzman. 8, Sun Devil Swimming, Cale Martyr. Ryan Mabrani in lane 1, 57.6 on the butterfly. He comes in with the fastest short course yard entry time of 3:42.19. Brandon Miller of Utah Aquatics taking over the lead on the backstroke. 2:04.91 at the halfway point. Miller splitting 33.3, 32.3 on the backstroke. Marani second, 2:05.9. Enoch third, 2:06.39 out of lane 3, the 17-year-old from Carmel Swim Club. Sean Fakis jumps on the breaststroke, 36.16 on the opening split. Only Peter Bretzman was faster in lane 6. Bretzman out in the 35.8, but that move gets Fakis into the top 3 with Enoch, your leader, into the final 50 of breaststroke. Enoch in lane 3. As Ryan Marani of Kentucky comes back, NCAA qualifier in the 400 IM. It'll be Fakis of Notre Dame with the lead at the final stroke exchange. 3:21.95, Marani 22.52, Enoch 23.12. Ryan Marani in 1 and Sean Fakis in 4 of Notre Dame. They turn together at the 350, separated by less than a half second, and Ryan Marani has got the Jets to finish it out with the lead in lane 1. 3:42.1 in the short course yard version, and he converts that to a 4:22.13 in the long course meter with the top time of the morning through 2 heats in the men's 400 IM. Sean Fakis second, 4:24.50. Touching third from lane 8, Cale Martyr, Sun Devil, 4:25.06. And heat 2 results are pending video review. No call from Heat 2. Results are official. Heat 3. Here we go with our third of 8 heats in lane 1 from Arizona Elite, Jake Hand. 2, Dallas Mustangs, Cotton Fields. 3, Ohio State University, Mason Edmond. 4 from SWIMAC, Norvin Klontz III. 5, Auburn University, Jacques Rothley. 6, Rose Bowl Aquatics, Kyle Brill. 7, Lakeside Swim Team, Thomas Mercer. 8, University of Louisville, Jackson Millard. Klontz the top seed here. 4 from SWIMAC, the 16-year-old, ranks 36 all-time for that age group at 4:24.19. So far, the time to beat Marani of Kentucky, 4:22.13. It's Rothley out first, 58.64, lane 5, leading Cotton Fields of the Dallas Mustangs by 3/100ths. So there's Cotton Fields, your leader through the 200-meter, 2:05.51. Nice negative split on the backstroke, 33.9, 32.9. Holding second, Edmond in lane 3, and moving up to third was Mercer of Lakeside in lane 4. Correction, Mercer out of lane 7. Top breaststroke split, Jake Hand in lane 1, 36.9 from Arizona Elite. Jake Hand comes in at 4:25.10. Again, Klontz, your top seed here, 4:24.19. But Cotton Fields of the Dallas Mustangs coming off a successful NCAA campaign for Southern Methodist University. All over this race here as he's going to hit the 300-meter with a 2 body length advantage. 3:20.3 as Fields heads to the freestyle leg with a 4-second lead over Rothley of Auburn in lane 5. Third is Jake Hand in 1. At the 2022 International Team Trials, it took a 4:19.0 to make the top 8. 4:26.5 guaranteed a second swim in the top 16. out of the prelims, and Cotton Fields throws down here a 4:22.13. That ties him with Marani of Kentucky for the top time thus far. Second, Rothley of Auburn, 4:26.93. Picking up third, Klontz of Swedback, 28.5 on the final 50 for Klontz to touch in a 4:27.47. And once again, Heat 3 results are pending video review. All right, no call on Heat 3. Results are official. Heat 4. Here we go with heat number 4 of 8 and 1, West Virginia University, Danny Berlitz. 2, New Canaan YMCA Caymans, Kalen Anbar. 3, Michigan Swim Team, Connor Hunt. 4, Evolution Racing Club, Umberto Najera. 5, University of Louisville, Tommy Breed. 6, Spokane Waves Aquatic Team, Michael Hockwald. 7, Sandpipers of Nevada, Luke Ellis. 8, University of Florida, Jack Van Dusen. Tommy Breed attacking this butterfly leg out in the 56.49, splitting 26-6, 29-8. Leads Hockwalt 57-5 out of lane 6, and Hunt in 3 for Michigan 58-3. $33.9 going out on the backstroke for Breed, with Nahara closing in, and a 33-2 split from Umberto Nahara in lane 4. $33.3 coming back on the backstroke from Tommy Breed. Nahara 32.6. He trails by just a second now going into the breaststroke. Danny Berlitz, West Virginia, lane 1, with a great backstroke leg as he split 33.9, 32.4 to turn in 2:05.05 and move into third place. Berlitz up into second with a 35.7, leading out the breaststroke. Top split by a bunch there on the breaststroke. Danny Berlitz here on the middle 200. Berlitz and Breed separated by a quarter second, moving into the freestyle leg here. It's Breed at 3:17.1, Berlitz 3:17.3, third Nahara, Evolution Racing 3:24.4. Berlitz was a Big Ten champ in the 4 IM from Michigan before transferring to West Virginia. Tommy Breed of Louisville in lane 5. Two swimmers tied at 4:22.13, and Danny Berlitz on his way to bettering that and getting under 4:20 considerably. A 4:17.46 for Danny Berlitz. 4:18.99 from Tommy Breed. Those are your top 2 qualifying times. Berlitz looks content with that effort. Third goes to Umberto Nahara, lane 4, Evolution Racing Club, 4:25.59. Results are pending video review. We do have a disqualification from Heat 4. Lane 6 has been disqualified for using butterfly kick during the breaststroke leg. Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 1, University of Minnesota, William Christensen. 2, Sandpipers of Nevada, Dylan Wright. 4, Baylor Swim Club, Drew Hitchcock. 5, Sun Devil Swimming, Owen McDonald. 6, Long Island Aquatic Club, Sean Green. 8, Ohio State University, Nathan Holty. $57.8 from McDonald in 5. $58.1 for Dylan Wright. McDonald 26.8, 30.9. Wright 27.5, 30.6 on that opening 100. .33s from the swimmers in your middle lanes. They are now your top 3 here, with Drew Hitchcock moving into second. Sean Green up into third with a 33-1 split for the 16-year-old out of Long Island. Green comes in ranked number 23 all-time for that age group with a 4:22.71. 4:22 is the entry time for all the swimmers in this field, ranging from 4:22.2 to 4:22.7 or 4:22.8. And Green back into 31.8, 2:0.40 as he moves into first place. At the halfway turn, Owen McDonald second, Drew Hitchcock third. Drew Hitchcock, Baylor Swim Club, a 17-year-old with a 37.3 on the first 50 of breaststroke to take the lead. Great breaststroke leg as well from William Christensen of Minnesota there in lane 1 as he goes from 4th to 3rd, splitting 38.2, 38.2 for the 250s of breaststroke. .30.4 going out on the freestyle for Drew Hitchcock. The Georgia commit coming off Tisca State Championships, where he was the champion in the 200 IM. That was back in February, 146.22 to win that race. Hitchcock entered at 4:22.2. Sean Green, great closing speed in lane 6 for Lyack. And Hitchcock, 4:20.91, lowers his entry time and turns in the 3rd fastest time of the morning. Sean Green second at 4:22.06. That should be good for number 4 overall. Taking third, Christensen in 1 from Minnesota, 4:22.44 as we are holding Heat 5 results are unofficial and pending video review. All right, we do have a disqualification from Heat 5. Lane 6 has been disqualified for using butterfly kick during the breaststroke leg. 8-6. Eight, 6 of 8 is in the water, and in lane 1 from Laker Swim is Ryan Arisman. 2, Dynamo Swim Club, Connor LeMaistre. 3, Tennessee Aquatics, Landon Driggers. 4, University of Michigan Swim Team, Jared Daigle. 5, University of Florida, Gio Lenshier. 6, Germantown Academy, Landon D'Ariano. And 8 for Mission Viejo is Noah Setch. Couple young stars in this field. Ryan Arisman at 16 ranks number 20 all time with his entry of 422.12. Actually, he's probably slid back a spot with Sean Green in the previous heat, turning in the 422.06. That moves him into a tie for 14th overall in the 15-16 age group. LeMaistre of Dynamo, 57.67 on the butterfly. Across the pool in lane 6, D'Ariano of Germantown Academy, and a 58.68 turns in second. D'Ariano, as a 16-year-old, turned in his entry time of 4:21 flat, which puts him at number 11 all-time in the 15-16 age group. Competing today as a 17-year-old, that's Landon D'Ariano, lane 6, Germantown Academy. Going up here against a couple NCAA veterans in Driggers of Tennessee, Daigle of Michigan, and Lenshier of Florida, lanes 3, 4, and 5 respectively. .203.1 from Driggers, 205.0 from Lenshier, 206.6 for D'Ariano. Those are your top 3 going into the breaststroke. Big breaststroke here from Jared Daigle of Michigan, jumping up 2 spots, 35.8 going out as he closes in on Driggers. Picking up 2 seconds on that 50 alone. Lenshier trails Driggers by 9/10 coming out of that turn. And it looks like Lenshier will have the lead going into the freestyle. There goes Lenshier with a 3:19.05, back on the breaststroke with a 37.1 split. Driggers in second, Daigle in third, D'Ariano fourth, LeMaistre fifth. Driggers of Tennessee battling back on Lenshier of Florida. Down to the final touch we go, and Gio Lenshier, Florida, 4:19.05. Should be good for number 3 overall. Driggers, 4:19.18 for second in this race, and Jared Daigle of Michigan third, 4:21.11. All right, Heat 6 results are official. Heat 7. Swimming in our 7th of 8 heats, first of our 2 circle-seated heats, and 1 from Lakeside Aquatic Club is Cooper Lucas. 2 Wolfpack Elite Kyle Ponsler. 3 Aggie Swim Club Baylor Nelson. 4 Sun Devil Swimming Chase Kalish. 6 Dynamo Swim Club Ian Grum. 7 Wolfpack Elite Owen Lloyd. 8 from Kentucky Aquatics Levi Sandage. Chase Kalish, 57-31 for the reigning Olympic champion in this event through the butterfly leg with the lead over Cooper Lucas, the 17-year-old from Lakeside. 57-32 for Lucas. He comes in ranked number 40 all-time in the 17-18 age group with his entry time of 4:19.77. Taking a look at a much faster field assembled here in the men's 4IM compared to the 2022 international team trials, where it took a 4:19.04 to make the top 8. So far, we've already had 4 swimmers under 4:20, and yet to see any results from our top 16 entries. Here on the backstroke, Ian Grum, Dynamo, lane 6. Finalist last night in the backstroke. 200 backstroke that was for Grum, as he turns in a 2:02.68. Grum, 32.9, 31.8 through the backstroke. Chase Kalish splitting 33.3, 32.6, and a 2:03.33. Leads Kyle Ponsler of Wolfpack with a 2:03.45 for Ponsler at the 200. Kalish now with that elite breaststroke leg, establishing the lead here. Gets a full second on Baylor Nelson of Aggie Swim Club. Nelson, though, with a 35.9 split, nearly matching the speed from Kalish. He's moved up into second place. Nelson coming off a great freshman year for Texas A&M, 7th at the NCAA champs in the 200 IM, 10th in the 400 IM. As he trails just Chase Kalish here going into the final 100. Kalish 3:14.1, Nelson 3:16.4, Kyle Ponsler 3:18.2. Kalish comes into the meet ranked number 9 in the world standings. Back in April, he was a 4:13.06, trailing only Carson Foster in the American standings for 2023. Chase Kalish by a body length with Baylor Nelson in pursuit. The race for third here is going to be pretty hot with Ian Grum in 6, Owen Lloyd in 7, and Ponsler in 2. It's Owen Lloyd picking up third at 4:18.88, with the win going to Chase Kalish at 4:15.78. The top time of the morning by over a second, with Baylor Nelson touching second at 4:17.07. Third, Owen Lloyd, 4:18.88. Heat 7 results are official. Heat 8. Eighth and final heat for event 16, lane 1, University of Florida, Mason Lauer. 2, California Aquatics, Sean Grisham. 3, Sun Devil Swimming, Jay Litherland. 4, Mason Manorays, Carson Foster. 5, St. Petersburg Aquatics, Bobby Fink. 6, Lakeside Aquatic Club, Maximus Williamson. Lane 8, Tualatin Hills Swim Club, Diego Nosak. Carson Foster, 55.31, taking it out pretty quickly here through the butterfly. He leads Mason Lauer by a second and Jay Litherland by 1.5. 22 World Championship Finals. Carson Foster picked up the silver with a 4:06.56. Already this year, Foster has been a 4:09.69. That has him at number 4 in the world standings. .32.0 on the backstroke from Foster, 32.4 Litherland, 32.3 from Fink. Foster looking very comfortable with that huge lead into the 200 meter with a 158.69, 31.2 coming back on the backstroke as Bobby Fink moves into second. 2:00.09 from Fink, Litherland at third at 2:01.1. Keeping an eye here as well on lane 6, Maximus Williamson. He comes in ranked number 5 all time in the 15-16 age group with a 4:17.58. That was the silver medal performance from the 2022 Junior Pan Pacific Championships. Foster already with a spot on the World Championship team for Fukuoka, winning the 200 butterfly on day 1 of competition. Foster with 100 meters to go turns in 3:10.68. Litherland second, Fink third. They are separated by just 1/10 of a second. Fink moves up to take over second, 30.3. as Carson Foster just looks like he's already started his warm down here as he's approaching the wall. Touching in a 4:13.13. Very impressive out of lane 4 there for Foster to unofficially take the top time of the morning by over 2 seconds. Bobby Fink, a 4:15.15. That should be good for number 2 overall and keep him there in lane 5 for tonight's championship final, with Jay Litherland third at 4:15.21. Results are official from heat number 8. And ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We got through all that IM. Thank you for sticking with us here. How about a round of applause for all the IM swimmers this morning? Championship final now shown with Foster, the top qualifier, at 4:13.13. Bobby Fink, Jay Litherland, Chase Kalish, Baylor Nelson, Danny Berlitz, Sean Grisham, and Owen Lloyd rounds out an exciting final in the men's 4 IM. The B heat is up. It took a 4:21.11 to make it. Tommy Breed is 9th, followed by Linshear, Driggers, Grum, Ponsler, Lucas, Hitchcock, and that's Jared Daigle of Michigan at 4:21.11. In the C final, Williamson of Lakeside, 4:21.36, leads Lauer, Marani, Fields, Christensen, D'Ariano, LaMaestra, and Nosak of Tualatin Hills, 4:24.01. D finalists coming your way momentarily.
All right, turning the corner from the 400s to the 100s. It's time for event number 17, the women's 100 meters butterfly. We're looking at 9 heats this morning. Heat 1. Swimming in Heat 1 of the women's 100 butterfly, Sweeney, Zhang, Whitaker, Berlin, Bricker, and Tierney. Heat 1 in the water.
This is the D final of the men's 400 IM. Greg Enoch, followed by Nahara, Ellis, Larito, Stanton, Wright, Klontz, Mercer. Those are the qualifiers for the D final of the men's 400 IM. Finalist, the time is now 11:49. You have 30 minutes in which to declare.
.50 meters in, 27.97 was the split for 17-year-old from Lake Country swim team, Haley Tierney. Looks like the lead might be Molly Sweeney up in lane number 2 from Carmel Swim Club right here in Indiana. But it is Caroline Bricker, rather, with a 1:01.12 who posts the top time of heat number 1. 1:01.13, 1/100th, Molly Sweeney in second. Heat 2. E2, women's 100 butterfly in the water. Harrison, Kindle, Kern, Williams, Larson, Scott, McConaughey, and Barron. Heat 2. .27.75, Emma Kern leading the way, the 18-year-old from the Aqua Jets swim team. Seated with a yards time of 52.23 is Kern. She had a 0.07 of a second lead over Caroline Larson of Fox Jet swim team. Final 15 meters, looks like Larson and Brady Kindle They're battling with Mackenzie McConaughey. McConaughey sprinting to the finish, and she'll get her hands on the wall first with a 1:00:35. Second place, a 1:00:80. And then Brady Kindle in third with a 1:01:19. Results of Heat 2 are unofficial, pending video review. No call. Heat 2 results are official. Heat 3. A3 in the water, Longy, Russo, Christofferson, Watson, Watts, Regenauer, Peoples, and Runnels. $50 meters down. Longy in lane number 1 with the lead, 27:77. She's got about a 1/10 of a second lead ahead of Swim Atlanta's Katie Christofferson, who's in lane 3. And then all the way across the pool, Reese Runnels of the University of Florida. She's in third, 27:96. 1:00:35, the top time of the morning so far. No one sub 1 minute just yet. Could we change that here in heat number 3? Let's see. It does look like Olivia Peoples may get her hand to the wall first. A 1:00:08, a 32:0 on the second 50. Jumping from 4th to 1st and winning heat number 3. Heat 4. Heat 4 in the water, Shallow, Reese, Harder, Stoll, Liu, Noble, Thiel, and Stotler. This is heat number 4 of the women's 100 butterfly. $50 meters down, 27:75, the lead for Abby Harder of Cavalier Aquatic in lane 3. She's got a 1/10 of a second lead over Olivia Thiel of Aggie Swim Club. Thiel in lane 7. Harder looking very strong down the backstretch here, as does Thiel. Charge coming from Maggie Shallow, who's in lane 1 as well, but it looks like it's all Abby Harder as they go under the flags. She will touch first at a 59.57. A strong finish from Sarah Stotler in lane 8 with a 59.66, coming back in a 31.4. Third, a 59.96, and those are your first 3 sub 1 minute performances of the morning in the women's 100 butterfly. Heat 5. Heat 5 in the water. Nova line, Bargeron, Johnson, Heimstead, Bellard in 6, Kraus and Looney. The official halfway point of the women's 100 butterfly in the water. 4 heats remaining following this 5th heat. .27.58, Julia Heimstead of Arizona Elite is in the lead by 0.6 of a second. Our first sub 28 split, I believe. 28.17 from Gigi Johnson of Alto Swim Club. The 19-year-old in lane number 3, about 0.6 of a second back. Morgan Kraus of Ohio State University in 7 was in 3rd at the turn. But Heimstead showing up and showing out. She will win heat number 5, and she will post a 59.05, dropping almost 0.8 of a second off of her seed time to win heat 5 and post the top time with 4 heats remaining. Heat 6. In the water in lane 2, Jablonski, Daniel in 3, Bacon, Bamer, Ulett, Zinnick, and Gingrich rounding out the rest of the field here in heat number 6. Last heat before we hit the circle seated. Final 3 heats on deck. 27.56, Catherine Zinnick of Ohio State leading after 50 meters, 0.1 of a second ahead of Ulett of the University of Louisville. 27.8 for Abby Daniel in lane 3. Now we're looking to see if we can crack that 59 mark. 59.05 from Julia Heimstead of Arizona Elite is your top time. 3 ladies in the lead here in heat number 6, but it's Tristan Ulette's 59.41 that'll come out on top. 4 sub 1 minute swims. That makes 9 sub 1 minute performances already before we even hit the circle seated heats in the women's 100 butterfly. Heat 7. Crush in 1, Shackley in 3, Shackle in 5, Luther, Aarons, and Howley in 6, 7, and 8. Heat 7, women's 100 butterfly. And boy, what a stacked field we have in the women's 100 butterfly. Got 4 of the top 10 fastest women in American history still expected to swim. Shackle out in the early lead, 26:92 for her. She's the 20th fastest woman in American history with the 57:63 best time that she swam only a few weeks ago at the Indy Spring Cup. Shackle looking very strong, already having a good meet, as is Leah Shackley in lane 3, 27:07 on the first 50 for her. Crush out in a 27:06. Under the flags and into the wall goes Shackle, and she's going to touch at a 57:80. Only about the 10th of a second off of her personal best, but that is our best time of the morning with 2 heats remaining. Already shaping up to be a very fast morning of butterfly swimming for the women's 100 fly. Heat 8. Dickinson, Sticklin, Albiero, Curzan, Walsh, Nelson, Hartman, and Palace in the water. Gretchen Walsh with that amazing American record a night ago in the 50 butterfly. Already on her way to the World Championships, looking to add to her schedule. 26:02 for Walsh on that lead split. Gretchen already the 8th fastest woman in American history. She's 4th in the world this year with a 56:73. That is her personal best. Swam at the nation's capital elite qualifier. Walsh and Curzan right next to each other, but Walsh has got the edge. Final 5 meters for Gretchen Walsh. Your Heat 8 winner will post a 57:09. New top time of the morning, and only about 3/4 of a second off of her personal best. Continuing to look very strong. Curzan a 57:65 in second. That's good for second overall with 1 heat remaining. And Albiero's 58.69 sitting in 4th with 1 heat still to go. Heat 9. Final heat of the women's 100 butterfly. Klinker, Hines, Pash, Husk, Douglas, Bray, Parkey, and Nordman. This is our final race, women's 100 butterfly. Gretchen Walsh with that 57:09 top time. Tori Husk, the American record holder in lane 4, right next to Kate Douglas, who's the 6th fastest woman in American history. I told you this field was stacked. In this last heat, obviously no exception. Husk in the lead, 26:4. Douglas in second, 26:6. Natalie Hines out strong with a 27:00. The 29-year-old from Gator Swim Club seated with a 58:45. Tori Husk continuing to dominate this final heat as they head under the flags for the final 5 meters. Husk will touch it at 57:30. That'll be our 2nd fastest swim of the morning. 3 57s turned in this final heat, which gives us a total of 6 sub-58 100 butterflies. What an impressive morning of swimming in the women's 100 fly. Douglas in second, 57:58. Pash with a 57:84 finishes in 3rd, only a 10th of a second off of her personal best. Who is in the A final? Let's take a look. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, your championship final, 58-6 to make it back. Gretchen Walsh, your top seed. Tori Husk, Kate Douglas, Claire Curzan, Alex Shackle, Kelly Pash, Olivia Bray and Gabby Albiero, all finding their way into the championship final. 59-1 to make it back to the B. Aaron, Shackley, Sticklin, Hartman, Nelson, Luther, Heinstead, and Nordman making the B final. 59-6 to make it into the C. Howley, Ulett, Gingrich, Crush, Dickinson, Harder, Daniel, and Peleus. And there you see the rest of the results scrolled. We will have the D final participants in just a few moments. How about a big round of applause for the women's 100 butterfly? Very fast morning of swimming. Now it's the guys' turn.
All right, thank you, Kevin. This is event 18, men's 100-meter butterfly. 7 heats to be contested, where the long course national meet record and U.S. Open record both stand at 49.76, posted by Dressel in 2021. Heat 1.
An update on the women's 100 butterfly. Your D finalists: Annika Parkey, Katie Christopherson, Hannah Bellard, Addison Reese, Caroline Larson, Claire Watson, Caroline Bricker, and Molly Sweeney. Results for the women's 100 butterfly have now all been read. Current time 12:08. Ladies, you have 30 minutes to declare your intentions.
First heat of competitors. Ariadne in 2, Brown in 3, Wilburn 4, Ray 5, Harrington in 6. Case of Wilburn of Notre Dame, lane 4. Short course yard time of 46.28. Out in front here, continuing an upward trending club out of South Bend, Indiana. Summers from Notre Dame having a fantastic meet, and there's a 53.40 for Case and Wilburn to take the first win in the men's fly ahead of Tyler Ray of Michigan, 53.90, and Ethan Harrington, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics third with a 54.83. Heat 2. Heat 2 of 7. 1, Jaywook of Jaguar Aquatics. 2, Whitfield, Lynchburg wide. 3, Lustig, Schrader wide. 4, Lears, Tennessee. 5, Foot of Aggie. 7, Wimberley, Texas Ford. 8, S, Exum, Dallas Mustangs. Connor Foot from lane 5 and Aggie Swim Club, 53.88. Second fastest time through 2 heats. Second here, Brendan Whitfield. Lane 2, Lynchburg YMCA, 54.05. And third, Jacob Wimberley, Texas Ford Aquatics, 54.31. Heat 3. Third of 7 heats, and 1 is Samuels of Boilermaker. 2, Connery Swim Mac. 3, Sakara Alto. 4, Burns, Indiana. 5, Shackle Carmel. 6, Pelkey, North Carolina. 7, Davis of Michigan. 8, Gustafson of Ohio State. Alto Swim Club, lane 3, Aaron Sakara, 24.6. Leads the 24.8 from Brady Samuels of Boilermaker Aquatics. Top short course yard entry time is in lane 6. Boyd Pelkey of North Carolina, 45.11. Could be Sakara still with the lead in the final strokes, reaching in from lane 3 with a 53.10. Aaron Sakara does take over the leaderboard for Alto Swim Club. Aaron Shackle second. Carmel Swim Club, 53.13. Third, Brendan Burns of Indiana with a 53.15. Heat 4. Heat 4 of the men's 100 butterfly. Schmidt of Evolution Racing in 1, 2 is Hayen, Virginia Tech. 3, Buff, Greater Toledo. Wolfpack in lead in 4 and 5. That's Henderson in 4, Bowers in 5. Jack Dahlgren of Triumph in 7. Fentress, Ohio State, lane 8. Noah Bowers of NC State in lane 5, 52.38. Big swim there out of Wolfpack Elite as Bowers gets under the 53-second mark, the first athlete to do so this morning in the 100 fly. Will Hayen, Virginia Tech second, 52.71. And third with a 52.90, Jack Dahlgren, lane 7, Team Triumph. Heat 5. In 1 is Lowe of Louisville, 2 Halterman, Michigan, 3 Heilman of Cavalier, 4 Andrew, 5 Hayes of Wolfpack Elite, 6 Bustos, Wolfpack, 7 Stoffel, Auburn. Lane 8 is Brooks of Indiana. Into the circle seeded heats we go with Michael Andrew, the number 3 seed overall in lane 4. He ranks number 6 all time for Americans in this event with a 50.88. That was done last year for Andrew. Together with Andrew here, you got Finn Brooks out of lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club. 200 butterfly NCAA champ in lane 5, Aiden Hayes. Halterman, one of the top-ranking 17, 18-year-olds in history, and 2 Heilman and 3 Heilman throwing down here, and it's going to be Thomas Heilman, 51.78, lowering his own 15-16 national age group record. Second is Aiden Hayes with a 52.26, and Michael Andrew third, 52.47. Heat 6. So the swim there from Heilman, 51.7, gets him under the 15.16 time from Andrei Minikov, 51.84 from the 2017 Junior World Champs here in Indy, and also puts him at number 3 all-time in the 17-18 age group, trailing Phelps' NAG record of 51.10 and Ilya Kairun's 51.54. Here in Heat 6, Ledford. In 1, 2 is Crane, Murphy 3, Casas 4. 5 is Rose, 6 Miller, Kulo and 7, Neverman and 8. Murphy attacking this race here. California Aquatics with Murphy and Rose, and Dare Rose to the wall with a 50.87. And there's a new contender in the men's 100 butterfly as Dare Rose jumps into the top 7 all-time in the historical USA swimming rankings. Second is Ryan Murphy with a 51.35. And third, Shane Casas, 51.37. That'll put Casas with the 3rd best time overall. 1 heat to go. Heat 7. Final heat of the men's fly, Jensen in 1, Jet in 2, Albiero in 3, Dressel in 4, Julian 5, Harding 6, House in 7, Colson in 8. Zach Harding turning first, 24.21 for Cardinal Aquatics in lane 6. Trenton Julian closing in, and here comes Gabriel Jett from lane 2. All trying to run down Zach Harding, who will get the win with a 51.51. Zach Harding claims a spot in tonight's championship final ahead of Gabriel Jett, California, 51.61. As we're looking at least 3 of the Golden Bears qualifying for the A final in the men's fly. Trenton Julian, 3rd with a 51.78. As we get a total of 9 swimmers sub 52 seconds. The championship final now showing Dare Rose, the top seed with a 50.87. Ryan Murphy, Shane Casas, Zach Harding, Gabriel Jett, Thomas Heilman, Trenton Julian, and Luke Miller, Wolfpack Elite, rounds out the top 8 with a 51.84. In the B final, Caleb Dressel leads 51.95, followed by Hayes, Bowers, Jensen, Andrew, Kulo, Bustos, and Han of Virginia Tech, 52.71. C final, Albiero, Brooks, Dahlgren, Stoffel, Lowe, House, Sakara, and Noah Henderson, another swimmer from Wolfpack there with a 53.12. We'll see the D finalists in just a moment. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating all the swimmers in the men's 100-meter butterfly.
We head now to the opposite end of the pool for event number 19, the women's 50-meter breaststroke. We got 5 heats this morning. Another great splash and dash, this time of the breaststroke variety. Heat 1. Swimming in heat 1, Clamfith, Renby 2, Phelan 2, Robillard, Malili, and Larson. Heat number 1, women's 50 breaststroke in the water. At the touch, 31.83, Danielle Malili, Queen's University, winning our first heat and posting our top time. Heat 2.
These are the D finalists in the men's 100-meter butterfly. Aaron Shackles, Scotty Buff, Tyler Ray, David Schmidt, Jacob Wimberly, Ethan Harrington, Logan Brown, and Adriano Ariati. Those are the finalists in the men's. In the D final, the men's fly, swimmers current time 12:23. You have 30 minutes.
E2 women's 50 breaststroke in the water. Bricker, Handley, Carno, McGaul, Aaron, Cespedes, Cheatwood, and Scott. And at the wall, it's lane number 5, Abby Aarons, 31.69, new top time of the morning. And our heat winner from Wolfpack Elite in lane number 5. Heat 3. E3 women's 50-meter breaststroke in the water. Brower, Panitz, Inge, Smith, Thomas, Christofferson, Hartman, and Skirball. First of our circle seated heats underway. You've got one of the top 25 women in American history in Skylar Smith of North Carolina Aquatic Club in lane 4. She's got Lucy Thomas to her right, keeping pace with her as they hit the final 5 meters. 31.69 is the top time so far. No longer. It's a 31.06. Skylar Smith posts the top time with 2 heats remaining. Heat 4. Second to last heat of the women's 50 breaststroke in the water. Rainey, Gridley, Tucker, Jacoby, Bernhardt, Bach, Mila, and Engel. Lydia Jacoby was a 30.08 in Mare Nostrum over in Monaco. And she swam that's the 6th fastest swim in the world this season. She's got a good battle on her hands. Rachel Bernhardt of Team Charlotte in lane 5 trying to track down Jacoby, but it will be Jacoby 30.42. And Bernhardt's 30.65, as well as Hannah Bach's 30.90. Those are our top 3 times of the morning with 1 heat still to go. 3 sub-31 performances. Lydia Jacoby sits atop the leaderboard heading into the final heat. Heat 5. Swimming in our 5th and final heat. Heat 2, Keating, Anderson in 3, King, Dobler, Weber, Sweeney, and Lee. Filling out the rest of this final heat. Top time, Lydia Jacoby's 30.42. Lily King, the American record holder in this event, sprinting to a finish of 30.26. Our top time of the morning belongs to the King, Lily King. Dobler in second with a 30.67. That'll be 4th heading into tonight's final. And a 30.92 for Weber, finishing in 3rd in the heat. That will get her into the championship final. So who else is joining in the fun? Let's take a look. There it is. 31.17 is what it took to make it back. Lily King, Lydia Jacoby, Rachel Bernhardt, Caitlin Dobler, Hannah Buck, Emma Weber, Skylar Smith, and Lucy Thomas, all in. Actually, there is a tie there. Just seeing that. Miranda Tucker tying with a 31.17. We'll sort that out. B finalists, Ingy, Engel, Panitz, Aarons, Malili, Gridley, and Skirble. 31.88 to make it into the B. They're your C finalists: Cespedes, Sweeney, Hanley, Hartman, Scott, Anderson, Renby, and Phelan. And then we'll get you the D finalists in mere moments. We'll get the men's 50 breaststroke started before we do.
Event 20, 6 seats to be contested in the men's 50-meter breaststroke. Long course national record and U.S. Open record set last year by Michael Andrew is a 26.52. Heat 1. First of 6 heats here for the breaststroke, with lane assignments on the scoreboard. Nate German-Prey, Longhorn Aquatics, lane 5, looks to have the lead. And German-Prey dives in with a 28.27 to take the first win in the men's breaststroke. Logan Brown second for First Colony Swim, 28.46. Third is Aryat Voloshin, 29.20, representing Dynamo Swim Club. Coaches, time trial heat sheets are available.
As the men's Heat 2 50 breaststroke swims, here are your D finalists in the women's 50 breaststroke: Caroline Larson, Addie Robillard, Caroline Breaker, Ryan Mella, Danny Carno, Jillian Tu, Katie Christofferson, and then back to Grace Rainey, your 8th swimmer in on that D final. We do need coaching representatives from Elmbrook Swim Club and Texas Ford Aquatics to the resolution desk, please.
Heat 2 goes to Joey Garberick in lane 2 for Cardinal Community, 28.15. Second, Carl Helmuth, 28.25 from lane 8. Third is Jake Horner of Utah, 28.32. Heat 2 results pending video review. Heat 2 results are official. Heat 3. Third of 6 heats. Logan Kelly here having a great meet in his home pool here for Jaguar Aquatics. He's in lane 3. Right now it looks like it's Derek Moss, University of Alabama, lane 5, and lane 1 here, Brian Benzing of Towson University. And the touch will go to Brian Benzing, 27.85, the first sub 28-second 50 breaststroke. Touching out Derek Moss with a 28.02, and third Watson Wynn, 28.37, Metroplex Aquatics. Heat 4. Heat 4 of 6, the first of our circle-seated heat, featuring the second fastest American ever in this event. That's Michael Andrew in lane 4. That U.S. Open record, 26.52 from last year's team trials. And Andrew turns in here a 27.19. That's the top time with 2 heats to go, ahead of Tommy Cope, Club Wolverine, 27.66, and Luke Rodarte in lane 7 from California Aquatics with a 27.76. Heat 5. Heat 5, pretty even here with Kevin Hausman at 4, Charlie Swanson at 5, but lane 6, Noah Nichols is your winner. 27.40 for Nichols of Piedmont Family YMCA and Cavalier Swimming. That'll put Nichols with the second fastest qualifying time, 1 heat to go. Charlie Swanson, 27.70, that's good for 4 overall, and Kevin Hausman at 27.72. Heat 6. Final heat of the men's breaststroke featuring your top seed, the reigning world champion and American record holder, Nick Fink. Athens Bulldog Swim Club and Metro Atlanta Aquatic Club, 26.45 is that American record. And together with Fink early on is Max McHugh in lane 6 out of Minnesota. McHugh showing that great speed here to challenge Fink, and the winning time is a 26.84. Max McHugh takes the win in heat 6, and with that becomes the 5th fastest performer in U.S. history. Nick Fink, 27.08. For second and third is Mitch Mason, Louisiana State lane 2, 27.38. And heat 6 results are pending video review. We do have a call here. Lane 6 disqualified for butterfly kick during the swim. Well, but that should conclude the results of the men's 50-meter breaststroke preliminaries as we look to the championship final led by Nick Fink and his 27.08. Michael Andrew, Mitch Mason, Noah Nichols, Henry Bethel, Tommy Cope, Charlie Swanson, and Kevin Hausman qualifies for Northwestern with a 27.72. B final shows Luke Rodarte of California leading Jensen, Benzing, Matheny, Bart, Moss, Dobrzhansky, and Gabarik, touching 16th, ahead of Fisher, leading the C final with a 28.17. 28.44 made the top 24. Helmuth, German Prey, Fan, Horner, Fallon, Wynn, and AJ Pouch of Virginia Tech rounds out the top 24. We'll have those D finals coming your way.
Time for some more 50s. It's event number 21, the women's 50-meter backstroke. We have 6 heats. Heat 1.
These are the D finalists in the men's 50 breaststroke. Brown, Lee of Rose Bowl, Eglin, Chen, Delmar, Zhang, Bay, and Zoe of Longhorn. Finalists in the men's 50-meter breaststroke. It's 12:41. You have 30 minutes to declare.
Heat number 1 of the women's 50 backstroke, all but wrapped up. And your winning time, a 28.83 from Lexi Stevens. A strong first swim from her. She will start us off with one of 2 sub-29 swims here in heat number 1. Heat 2. Heat 2 in the water, Runnels in 1, Kraus 2, Gilberts in 3, Wilson 4, Logan 5, Hamill 6, Thunderbird in 7, and McKenna in 8. Heat 2 winner is a 28:49. Maurice Runnels of the University of Florida. 28:49 is our top time of the morning. Thunderbird of Ohio State at 28:67, good for second fastest this morning. Third in the heat at 28:68 from Casey McKenna, third fastest on the morning as well. Heat 3. Heat 3, women's 50 backstroke in the water. Crush in 1, Mostek in 2, Mannion in 3, Choate in 4, Robb in 5, Crush in 6, and DeWitt in 7. Annabelle Crush in 1, Charlotte Crush in 6. But it looks like it's Mostek in lane 2 with the lead as they head to the wall. She will touch first at a 28:62, good for second fastest on the morning. Robb with a 29:28 finishing in second, and DeWitt with a 29:31 in third. Heat 4. First of our circle seated heats underway. Waltrip in 1, Fulmer in 3, Smoliga in 4, Weitzel 5, Wanazek in 6, Novoline 7, and Kern in lane 8. Smoliga, 5th fastest woman in American history in the 50 backstroke, battling right now with Weitzel and Fulmer. To the wall, it is Smoliga's 27:83. New top time of the morning belongs to her. Second place is Weitzel's 27:99, so 2 sub-28s already, 2 heats still to go in the women's 50 back. Heat 5. Heat 5 in the water. Berger in 1, Scott in 2, Smith in 4, Stat in 5, Walsh 6, and Murdoch in lane 8. Reagan Smith, your 200 backstroke champion from a night ago. 27:44 for Reagan Smith. A big first swim there. A 1/10 of a second faster than she was at the Pro Swim Series in Westmont. That moves her up to 6th in the world this season. And our top time of the morning with 1 heat remaining. Staton in second with a 27:64. Walsh in third with a 27:78. That's 5 sub-28 swims already. 1 heat still to swim. Heat 6. Sixth and final heat of the women's 50 meters backstroke underway. Hetrick in 1, Berglund 2, Brown 3, Burkhoff 4, White 5, Fuller 6, Tiltman 7, and McCarty in 8. Burkhoff, your American record holder, set it at the international team trials in Greensboro just over a year ago, and she is flying down the final stretch here. Burkhoff touches it at 27:27. That is your top time in the world this season in prelims from Catherine Burkhoff of the Wolfpack Elite. Our top time of the morning as well. Ryan White in second with a 28:04. What is it gonna take to get into that A final? Let's take a look. Results are official. There it is. 28:04 does the trick. Catherine Burkhoff, your top seed. Joining her, Reagan Smith, Isabel Static, Gretchen Walsh, Olivia Smaliga, Abby Weitzel, Amy Fulmer, and Ryan White. 28:04 just to get into that championship final. B final on the board. Brown, McCarty, Runnels, Fuller, Mostek, Scott, Funderburk, and McKenna. 28:68 for the B. How about the C final? There it is. Berglund, Wanazek, Wilson, Stevens, Tiltman, Hetrick, Waldrop, and Jansen. 28:93 to find your way into the C final. Rest of the results scrolling, and we will have your D finalists in just a few moments.
Turning now to event 22 and the men's 50-meter backstroke. Long course national, U.S. Open, American, and world records all set last year by Hunter Armstrong of Ohio State University. A 23.71. 7 heats to be contested. Heat 1.
D finalists now for the women's 50-meter backstroke. Emma Kern, Grace Rabb, Claire Logan, Katie Choate, Maya DeWitt, Elena Berlin, Charlotte Crush, and Emily Hamill. Ladies' current time is 12:50. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions.
First heat of the men's backstroke will go to Luke Barr of Indiana, 25.54. Ahead of Lorenz, 26.24, and Powell, 27.02. Heat 2. Second of 7 heats in the men's 50-meter backstroke. Takes a 24.6 to break into the top 10 in the world standings for 2023. This is Gentry in 2, White in 4, and your winner is Marcus Gentry, 25.69. Representing the University of Notre Dame, Gavin White of Indiana, 25.75 for second, ahead of Colby Mefford, California, 25.87. Heat 3. Third of 7 heats, chasing the 25.54 from Luke Barr of Indiana in heat number 1. We got Matt Klotz here in lane 5 from Tiger Aquatic Swim Club, and Klotz with a nice swim here and a 25.55, just 1/100th behind our top time from Barr. Second, Thomas Schomper, 26.28, and touching third, Stephen Conrad. Lane 7, Wolfpack Elite, 26.31.
Attention, we need coaching representatives from Iowa and University of Michigan swim team to the resolution desk, please. Iowa and University of Michigan swim team.
That's Ryan Held from the New York Athletic Club in lane 2, throwing down a 24.69 to take over the leaderboard. Second, Jacob Molachek, 25.32. Lane 1, Texas Ford Aquatics. Third across the pool, Quentin McCarty, Pikes Peak Athletics, 25.42. Heat 5. Heat 5 of 7 is a circle-seated heat featuring the third fastest 50 backstroke in U.S. history. Shane Casas, Longhorn Aquatics, lane 4. 24 flat, the entry time for Casas. He's got the lead here ahead of Jack Akins in lane 5. Aiden Stoffel in 2, and Casas turns in at 24.65, bettering the time from Ryan Held in the previous heat. Casas, your top qualifier, 2 heats remaining. Touching second, Tommy Janton, Notre Dame, 24.84. That'll rank Janton at third with 1 heat to go. Correction, 2 heats. And then Jack Akins at 25 flat. Heat 6. Heat 6 features the second fastest 50 backstroke in U.S. history, Justin Rest, lane 4 from Mission Viejo. He picked up the title at World Championships last summer, or correction, at silver. He won it with a 24.12, and Rest in control and all the way in here with the lead, and a 24.21 from Justin Rest. That's the second best 50 backstroke in the world for 2023. Second will go to Wyatt Davis of Michigan, 24.91. That puts him into the top 5. And Adam Chaney third from Florida, 25.06. Heat 7. Seventh and final heat featuring your world record holder, Hunter Armstrong. He's in lane 4. Last year at these trials, Armstrong with a 23.71, and he's got the lead. It's the backstroke wizard out of lane 4, Hunter Armstrong, 24.20. He just gets under the time from Rest, 24.21, as Armstrong, unofficially the top seed going into tonight's championship final in a very quick race. Second here, Jack Dolan, 24.89. Third, William Modulin, Zionsville, 25.16. We'll take a look here at the championship final with Hunter Armstrong leading the way, 24.20, followed by Justin Ress, Shane Casas, Ryan Held, Tommy Janton, Jack Dolan, Wyatt Davis, and Jack Akins. 25 flat to make that race. Adam Chaney leads the B-board ahead of O'Connor, Alexi, Modulin, Stoffel, Bachensky, Molachek, and McCarty of Pikes Peak, 25.42 to qualify 16th. In the C-board, we've got Dunham, Stoffel, Wilkening, Deal, Burns, Barr, Klotz, and McDonald of Sun Devil, 25.56. D finalists coming your way in just a moment. We've got a swim-off coming up as well, but let's take a moment to congratulate all our swimmers in the men's 50-meter backstroke.
Coming up in just a moment, a swim-off in the women's 50 breaststroke for the final spot in the championship final this evening. This is a swim-off in the women's 50 meters breaststroke. Last spot in the championship final on the line. Both of these ladies win a 31.17, which was a best time for both of them in the prelims. Lucy Thomas of Elmbrook Swim Club is in lane 4. Miranda Tucker of Texas Ford Aquatics is in lane 5. They are already neck and neck, 1/100th of a difference on their reaction times off the start. Their strokes are starting to sync up. A slight edge may belong to Miranda Tucker as they get to the finish at the touch. It's Tucker by 7/100ths of a second. A great swim for both ladies, and Miranda Tucker will be in the championship final this evening for the women's 50 meters breaststroke. Attention, we need a coaching representative from the University of Michigan to the resolution desk, please. University of Michigan. They have a 1:30 start time for time trials. Coaches and swimmers, time trials will begin at 1:30. Thank you.